Hi, my name's Jack from GST Compete Programming. I'm going to be going through this upcoming phase.
98, 99, 100.
Oh, we're going to get you
strength fighters right now.
Oh,
What a rap.
well, we're trying to be a bit more serious now.
How are we doing, guys? Hopefully you've enjoyed the first intro week or the sample week on the strength bias. We're just going to do a little video for you, just in case you're wondering where the program's going, how to kind of work your way around the website, what the kind of the benchmarks mean, and just where we go from here. First off, you recorded a lot of benchmarks this week that we'll be using to kind of fill in the content and decide your weights, rep ranges, kind of rowing paces, yeah, all the intervals, all the work that you've done this week will transfer over, and that's how we'll decide kind of what rep schemes or what weights are right for you.
Yeah.
Those all get recorded if you've not already done in the benchmark section when you log into your profile.
Yeah.
So Jack's going to take you through kind of where the next phase of the program's going in terms of kind of what type of squats you'll be doing, maybe how often, how heavy,
Yeah. Pulls and all that sort of stuff. Right, so I'm mainly going to talk about the strength stuff. So most of you probably joined because you're weaker at weightlifting, squatting, all that sort of stuff, ollie lifts, things like that. Expect over the next couple of weeks, so on a Monday and Friday, you'll be back squatting twice a week. On a Monday, you'll see the volume increase each week, 1 rep per set. Before that, we may get you to build up to a heavy single first, before doing your actual sets. On the Friday for the back squats, it'll be less volume, and it'll be a little bit of an easier squatting session, but I'm going to set you strict rest periods so that you're not messing about too long in between sets, having a chat, things like that. You're getting the work done in a decent amount of time, really. Okay, so that's going to be your main squatting strength work. With regards to ollie work, you'll be mainly doing powers on them days, so power snatch or power clean, power jerk. And on the other day of weightlifting, which will be a Wednesday, it'll be power and ollie work as well, and squat work, sorry, just to make sure we're still keeping that dialed in. All right. For the pulls, so a big part of CrossFit is barbell cycling. This phase or this kind of period that we're going into now is going to prep us for all the barbell cycling in the next phase of our training. So you're going to be working, your pulls are mainly going to be eccentric based. So that means that, you'll do a pull and then on the way down, there'll be like a 6-second lower into the floor, and that's just going to make you work really hard to control that weight. And it means that when we come to do barbell cycling, you'll be able to control that weight down a lot easier. Okay, you won't have any car crash reps, things like that. It's really going to help you for that, okay? With regards to...
So the open program. So
yeah.
what's important to understand is that it's an open program. So although it's strength bias, it's peaking towards the open. So everything that Jack's just gone through there is in this next phase of training will lead into nicely the phase of training after. For example, with the pulls, where you're doing the eccentric loading and you're just getting that time under tension of your posterior chain. That's going to help you in the next phase. As will increasing your squat strength now, will then transfer over into the next phase where we let you go a little bit heavier. Okay, so it's important to understand that this phase leads into another phase, which leads into another phase, and the whole kind of the plan with this program is to get you in the best condition come the open, and that's the best condition as a CrossFit athlete. So it doesn't mean we're peaking your 1 rep max strength for when the open starts. So there will be conditioning like more conditioning coming in. There is gymnastics work, and we just want to make you in the best CrossFit shape that you can get into for the end of February. We get a bit of confusion with some programs that people do a strength bias and try and get really strong, and then realise, all right, they've got stronger and now they want to get fitter, so then they'll change onto engine bias. But the strength bias will get you fitter when you need to be fit, and that's how periodisation works, and that's how we periodise these programs so that you can follow the one program for the whole year, and to the point where you need to be in your best condition. Off that, the conditioning work at the moment is mainly aerobic. What we get tested in the open is predominantly kind of the 8 to 12 minute threshold. They're kind of your typical workouts. So the conditioning now is based more like 30-minute threshold, and we're just kind of increasing that aerobic base. The closer we get into the open, we'll be fine-tuning it on the thresholds that we'll be working at, where it's the 8, 9, 10, 11-minute kind of area. So it will get more intense. Enjoy and just relax on the easier stuff now, because it should be a little bit easier. It'll get more intense as we get towards the open. Same kind of rule applies with the gymnastics. At the moment, we're just focusing on getting the body, the muscles and the joints, getting them used to high rep volume, and just kind of doing 100, 150 chest to bar sessions, chest to bar pull-ups in a session, and then the closer we get into the open time, you'll be doing that at a higher intensity with other movements like you would in a CrossFit workout. So again, just enjoy that you're not smashing yourself on every single day with like a CrossFit workout with high rep, intense, everything. It'll all come together at the right time, come open.
A few kind of features that you get when you join up. So you get access to the athlete support group. So in there you can find locations for other JST athletes. You get regular interaction with us coaches. So if you need us to show you the best way to perform a movement, we do often do videos for that. If you want to keep it a little bit more private, we've got the Facebook group where plenty of athletes messages quite regularly, asking for a bit of advice, maybe how they can tailor the program a bit more to themselves. If they've got like a little bit of a busy work schedule, things like that. As well as that, we've got the athlete leaderboard, so you can see where you're at in relation to all the other JST athletes. So you know that, all right, I look at the chest to bar leaderboard, I know I need to really focus in on this session, try and improve that a little bit more. Yeah. What else we got?
Yeah, the last one is just the training days. Yeah. We've got a lot of successful training days recently. It's good just to getting good level of athletes, or it can be just new to competing. You could be competing for 8 years. Just getting athletes in a room, just doing competitive workouts, but it doesn't mean anything. It's just hard training sessions. Yeah. It just helps sometimes. Like a lot of people who you probably know, if you're doing a program that you're following, most of the time you might be doing it on your own. So it's just good to have something to get together further down the line.
The thing with the training days as well is they're free. You don't have to pay to come to them. You just turn up on the day. If you're a JST athlete, you meet a lot of like-minded people. You might meet some people in the similar area to you that you can start training with a little bit more. Just things like that, really. It just brings us all together a little bit more, and it just helps you to meet like-minded people as well.
Yeah, I think last one is there's a bit of it's up in the air a little bit with the Open and the CrossFit season, kind of what's happening. But what hasn't changed is that the Open is happening, and that is generally the start of the CrossFit season for other competitions. So if you say from now until the Open is where I'm going to kind of strip it back, work on my strength, and then build it, so that when it comes around to the Open, I'm in top condition. And then off the back of that, we've got programs like Compete program, or we'll have French Throwdown, or specific competition programs where if you want to carry on and do some more competitions, it's not just like you finish the Open and then you start again for next year.
Yeah.
So there will be more options once the Open's finished. We'll probably put those options on just before the Open's finished, so that you kind of know where to go, and we can always give you some advice on what competitions to enter.
Yeah, cool. Alright, I think that's about it, guys. If you any questions, drop me an email, enquiries@jstcompete.com. Alright, cool.
See ya.